This is an audio essay meant to be consumed as a podcast. If you want to watch high quality videos, just go to my main channel, ADB. Thanks. So, fat men versus fat women. We live in a society where everyone is taught that you should always treat everyone equally, regardless of their color, race, nationality, religion, gender, and the list goes on. Basically, treat everyone like you would treat a good looking white person. But we don't do that, especially when it comes to treating fat people. Now, I know fat people have always been the target of all roast sessions among any social circle, but let's be real. That's only the case with fat men. Fat men are treated differently than fat women, and we all know that. Don't lie to yourself or get heated up to leave a comment already. Listen to this essay and then sure, we can discuss your perspective as well. So we all agree to the fact that fat men are treated like shit, but more recently we have seen that fat women are treated like queens. Do you ever ask yourself why the society does that? Why are women on the internet demand that guys should love them the way they are, but want their guys to look like a guy written by women? I think to sum it up, let's just say it's good that fat guys are treated a little harshly because men are egotistical creatures, and it's good that fat women are treated with care and respect because women are emotional creatures. Yes, I know you must be a little confused thinking, what the fuck is this guy talking about? In the beginning, I thought this guy's going to speak like a fucking incel, but here he is agreeing to the fact that it's okay that fat men are treated a little poorly. Well, to answer your confusion on my take on this fat people treatment, I will divide this essay into two parts. Part 1 would be why fat men and women are treated differently, and part 2 would be the downside of this treatment. Okay, so let's begin with part 1. Why fat men and women are treated differently. Let's just start with why fat men are treated harshly. As I said earlier, fat men are treated as a joke, and it's kinda good because men are usually egotistical by nature. Men are petty and revengeful. I mean, all the wars in the past are a clear depiction of what I'm saying. Men will literally conquer a nation or start a world war if they get rejected from an art school. So yeah, as an ex-fat person, I'd say it's low-key good to be rejected and treated harshly when you are fat. Because if you are treated like a king while you carry around a fat ass belly and tits, would you really want to make changes to yourself and your body? It's okay to make people aware about that they are fat, and that's something they can change about themselves. It's not like you're making fun of something they can't change. Let's just say their height. If I get rejected for being fat, I use that as a fuel and motivation to make myself better. Men have been like that since ages, and it's natural to them. Every famous and successful athlete there has been is egotistical. They work hard because they got others to prove wrong and themselves to prove right. Whatever field you pick Michael Jordan, Cristiano Ronaldo, Mike Tyson, Virat Kohli, or even entrepreneurs like Elon Musk or Steve Jobs. They were too egotistical to remain average. That's why they worked hard to change themselves and their life around them. You go to a boy's room and he will have posters of such personalities as well. Even characters like Naruto, Goku, or artists like Eminem or Kanye. Guys look up to people who are egotistical and broke all the stereotypes and chains to become the better version of themselves. Guys like to be inspired by others' struggles. They like the story of an underdog who got rejected but worked hard to make it big. So yes, a guy has a natural incline towards the I'll show this motherfucker who the fuck I am mentality. That's why if you treat a fat man like king, you'll kill the natural driving force in a guy that wants to get better. And I think that the society and big corporations are doing that with the body positivity movement and companies like McDonald's tweeting shit like this that there is no thing as being overweight or too fat. Now, these movements are mainly bought for women because women are emotional creatures. Now, let's discuss why fat women are treated like queens. This whole body positivity and treating women like queens started in the past decade, I'd say. You'd go to a woman's Instagram who is obese, and the comments would be filled up with fake compliments like, "Oh my god, yes, queen, slay! Oh my god, you're so pretty! Where did you get that top from? Oh, I wish I was as confident as you, queen!" And it's hilarious because even a blind motherfucker can see the fakeness in those compliments. But this body positivity movement was somewhat important for women, I'd say. Because women have been through hell in the past and have been objectified by industries led by men. Women have always been asked to look a certain way. Skinny, petite, with perky tits, and it's a plus if she's blonde. If you look up a video of what women's gym used to look like back in 1900s, you would clearly see that these gyms were made for women to mold their body in a certain way that is pleasing to a man's eye, even though he would come home drunk and beat the shit out of her. The men back then made women so insecure about their looks that they would become highly self-conscious. All women need to fit a certain body type criteria to be able to be wifeable. And we all know that not everyone has the same body structure. So what did we men do? Women capitalized on those insecurities and made women our primary customers. Men started makeup companies, clothing lines, hair products, and whatnot to use women's insecure and low self esteem nature to our own advantage. This made women even more insecure. And women are more sensitive and emotional creatures. Even now, the prettiest girls I've ever met or talked to are the most insecure about how they look or if they look fat. And it's so weird that so many women are on anxiety medication these days. Women are not egotistical as men are. If you tell a girl she is fat, then she will cry herself to sleep. She will think about it all the time and keep thinking she is not perfect or pretty enough. Or if the things get worse, she would probably develop an eating disorder. And this is a natural behavior of a woman. Women tend to idolize or look up to those people who make them feel emotionally happy or comforted. You go to a girl's room, she will have posters of people like Taylor Swift, Lana Del Rey, Harry Styles, One Direction, Justin Bieber. Do you ever go to a girl's room and see a poster of a woman boxer, or a woman footballer, or any female entrepreneur? Or even Michelle Obama for a matter of fact. Girls don't look at things and people like the way guys do when it comes to bringing them comfort. That's why the body positivity movement was started. Because these big industries that objectified women to look a certain way all their life made women miserable. So women needed this movement to feel confident in their own body and not get depressed over fitting in a certain body type. I thought body positivity was about empowering women and their natural and healthy body structures. But later, it somehow turned into empowering fat and unhealthy women. Now, this is where the downside of this movement began. Part 2, downside of this treatment. Like how capitalist market and industries function, these corporations capitalized on body positivity movement and turned it into a fat positivity movement. They made women feel like queens for being unhealthy and fat so that they could take advantage of them to keep them fat and lazy and make money of them by feeding them more and ruining their health, which eventually skyrocketed the healthcare industry revenue. Like imagine the effect this has on younger women when they see that this is being advertised as a healthy body type by these corporations. Of course, there is an agenda to keep them as the biggest consumers in the market because the unhealthier a woman is, the more food, makeup, clothes, healthcare they would buy. All this is a coping mechanism for fat women to make themselves feel validated in her own eyes. Because let's be real, how many girls I've talked to, every girl is scared of getting fat, and even the fat ones who act confident on social media are unhappy about the way they look in real life. Because you cannot put a Snapchat filter and crop your image till your tits in real life. And these big corporations know that. They know that women will turn towards shopping as a way of coping because a fat guy's way of coping is mainly food or video games. But women will buy everything possible to fill that empty void of validation that she cannot get from people time to time. These corporations filled women's mind with the mindset that it's okay to be obese. That is what being big boned mean. So the delusional woman will go on the internet saying that she should be treated like a queen regardless for her unhealthy lifestyle, and she will not settle for a guy who doesn't have six packs and makes six figures. And all the other women would agree to this bullshit in the name of women empowerment. But the thing is, they don't treat fat men the same way they treat fat women in a social environment or even social media. So what has this led to? This led to the birth of incels and simps. The men either turn hateful towards women because they think women are horrible beings because they want guys to be fit and fine but won't make the slightest change in her natural appearance for it, or they turn into simps because they think impressing women by agreeing to them will compensate for their lack of looks and women will eventually like them. But the reality is, none of these type of dudes will ever realize that the women's brain is all influenced and brainwashed by these big corporations for their own good. All these body positivity shit has turned women into self-centered beings who doesn't self-reflect at all, and turned men into hateful creatures because they don't realize that men have to earn respect, and no one can respect a man if he cannot even respect his body. So I would just like to conclude this essay by saying that don't go on the internet fat shaming people in any way, because no fat person wants to hear that. But that doesn't mean you would go and treat them like queens either. If you see a fat person trying to make positive change in their life, then congratulate them. And if you see a fat person ranting about why being fat is okay, just fucking scroll past it, because they are obviously sad in real life and doing all this for fake validation from other so-called woke people. And I'm not saying that you need to have a certain body to not fall under a fat person criteria. It's just that don't fall for this big corporation body positivity crap and go out to eat McDonald's every day and say this is a healthy big bone body lifestyle. Your body is different, your metabolism is different, but a healthy lifestyle is always the same. Exercise 3 to 5 times a week. Try to eat healthier if you haven't been, and stop giving obese people fake validation on the internet. Just ignore them the way your crush ignores you. Okay, I'll see you in the next one.